there, today I'm going to show you how to make this cat hat. I was sharing it in one of my shorts and I thought I would share it with you today. So it comes in three sizes actually. There's a toddler preschool size, which is an 18-inch circumference. There's a child tweenie size, which is a 6 to 10 years old pattern, which has a 19 to 20 inches circumference around here. And then the final one is a teen adult size, which is for 21 to 23 inches. Okay, so I'm going to show the teen adult today, but all you're going to need for this is some worsted weight yarn, an H hook, and some scissors and a yarn needle. Okay, so let's get going. So the yarn I'm using today is Yarnspirations Bernat Premium yarn. It's a 4-weight worsted weight yarn, and this one is in a dark gray heather, dark gray heather. It's a really pretty color. Okay, so I'm going to use that. We need the H hook, which is a 5mm. We need some scissors and of course a yarn needle to weave in the ends. On this project there's not that many ends, so it's lovely. Okay, so I'm going to get started. For the adult one, we are going to start out by making a slip knot. Right, and then we're going to chain 60. If you wanted to make the toddler preschool size, you would chain fewer stitches. Okay, let's see how many you're going to be chaining for that one. You would be chaining 48, and for the child tweenie one, you would chain 56. Now the thing about this is that you need to make loose chains because you don't want the first row where the chains are to be really tight, because as you crochet the double crochets going up the hat, it loosens the fabric, right? So we don't want it to be really tight, otherwise it will just be this tight little band where the chains happen. But we do need the 60 for the rest of the hat, so we're going to chain loosely. So I'll show you what I mean. Like, you pull it through and you give yourself a bit of space. You don't go chain really tightly like that. You give yourself some breathing space in between your chains. Okay, so let's start again. We do a slip knot, put our hook through and pull it tight. Now we're going to chain 60. Okay, and as I said, really try and make your chains nice and loose so that your hat is going to have some give when you want to put it on. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See how I'm pulling it through? 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to go on and finish chaining up to 60. Okay. If you want to make the child, you can just chain 48, or I mean the toddler one. It's 48, and if you want to make the child one, it's 56. Okay, that's kind of easy to remember. So here we are. I have chained my 60, and they're loose, so there's quite a bit of give to them. It's hard to see. There they are. I got off camera there for a minute. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to run. You see how those V's are sticking up there, right there? You can see the V's. So what you're going to do is you're going to run the V's through your thumb and your finger. Keep those V's on the top all the way down till we get to the end, because we're going to make this cat hat in the round. Okay, so we keep going till we get to the end, and then I'm going to take that end and I'm going to put my hook into the first chain at the end and wrap my yarn over the hook and pull it through and pull it through the last chain that I just made. And there we have made our, we're going to chain 2. So we've made our hat foundation there, and I've chained 2 up. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to chain 2. I was supposed to chain 1 to start with. So just chain up 1, because the first row we're going to make single crochet. And then after that, it's double crochet. Okay, so now we've chained up 1, and we are going to go around and single crochet into each of these chains. Okay, and I'll meet you at the back when we've done 60 single crochet. Just a reminder, don't twist this. We don't want to twist it. We want to be going into the top of the chain so that when we get round to the end, it's not twisted. Otherwise, your hat's not going to work. And here I am at the middle part, and I'm still going. This is the hardest part. It's quite laborious going around and doing 60 single crochets into each of these, but you can see how the V's are at the top there, and I'm just going into the back of the top of the V, not the back really, it's the top of the V. Okay, just giving you some encouragement here. All right. Now when you get to the end, I used to always get confused as to which was the top and which was the bottom. We know this is the top of the stitch because we've just finished making it, but when you get to this part, it can be twisted, okay? So you want to know that the part that has the string dangling at the bottom, that is the bottom because that's where you started your chain. So that is going to be the top. And you see how they don't quite line up? This one has to be sort of taken down there to jag in. But before we do that, I'm just going to hold those two together and I'm going to open up my hat to make sure that there's no twists. There's no twists, so I can let go. And then what I'm going to do is I think I can put one more single crochet. I think I might have one more chain that I haven't done. So I'm just going to do that one. And then I'm going to slip stitch into this top of this first single crochet and slip stitch, and I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you can count, and there should be 60. If there's not 60 and it's 59, I wouldn't worry about it, or 61, I wouldn't worry about it because it really is not going to highly impact the size of your hat. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to double crochet around these 60 stitches, and if you want, you can put a stitch marker in there so you know where your row is going to end. Okay, so you can just now go into each of the stitches that you did in the previous row, each of your single crochets, and we are going to double crochet into each stitch, yarn over into, and remember you go through both of the stitches. You got to have two what they call ladders on there. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2. We're going to double crochet all the way around. So I will meet you at the end and tell you what you're going to do. This is one of the simplest hats I know how to make. Okay, so good luck with your first double crochet row. Okay, so now I'm at the end and I am going to just slip stitch into the top of that chain 2, and I'm going to chain 2, ready to start again. Now at this point, I'm just going to tell everybody, if you're making one for a toddler or a preschooler, I need you to go up until you've got 13 rounds done, okay? So that includes the single crochet round. Okay, so right here we've got 2 rounds. So we're going to go all the way up to 13 rounds for the toddler preschool size. If you want to make the child tweeny size, then you're going to go up another row. You're going to do 14 rounds, okay? And for the teen adult size, we're going to go up to 15 rounds. So I'm going to go off and I'm going to, now we've got 2, so I'm going to do another 13 rounds. So I've got 15 completed rounds, and then I will show you how we're going to finish off our cat hat. So here I am at the end of my round 15. I'm just going to do one into this little space here and join it with a slip stitch to the top of that, and I'm going to cut off my yarn because we're going to weave it in, and I'm going to show you how we're going to finish this off. All right, and I'll show you. You see there is a bit of a seam happening here. You'll probably see it on yours, where we're going up to and we're joining with a slip stitch at the end. Okay, so that we ideally want that to be at the back of our hat. But first, before I do anything else, I want to show you how we count the rounds, and I hope it shows up with this dark gray. The first round was the single crochet, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay? So I'm going to weave in this top piece here, and then I'm going to show you how we finish it off, okay? So threading my needle. Oops. I always like to fold my yarn over my needle and then I pinch it so I have a nice little part to put through there. So I'm going to go up and down through the last stitches and then go down through a double crochet. You can go however you like, but I like to go in 3 directions typically to make sure it doesn't come undone. There we go. Pass that off, okay? And while we're at it, I think I'll weave in the one at the beginning as well. Some people in the videos that I posted in my reels and TikTok and everything, because I did share the one where I'm wearing my cat hat. Some were going to make theirs out of denim blue. Some said they wanted to make it 2 colors. You could make it stripy if you wanted. You could play around, see what you come up with. Pumpkin would be kind of nice, like for the ginger cats. An orangey color. Or mustard. White would look nice. Somebody said green. They wanted to make a green hat. You can do it whatever color you like. I started out with the pink ones because they were so popular. There we go. Okay, so now there's my seam down the back. So I'm going to kind of position it so it's sort of in the middle. Then I'm going to turn it over. And we need to get our hook, our H hook. And we, once it's positioned, we're just going to join in the yarn and we're going to single crochet across the top. Okay, so I'm just going, see, I'm putting it through those 2 loops and I'm putting it to the immediate 2 loops beside it. Okay, I'm going to wrap, create a slip knot. Let's get my yarn. Come on, yarn, where are you? Here we are. I'm going to make a slip knot and put my hook on it, tighten it and pull it through. So there's an end we're going to have to weave in. But now we're going to hold the top of the hat, pinch it between our finger and our thumb, and then you can see that we have our stitches are opposite one another. So there, I've got the front 2 stitches and the back 2 loops from 1 stitch. Put your yarn over and do a single crochet. Okay, and then we go and we find our next 2 stitches and find the 2 at the back. Yarn over, pull it through both of the stitches and do a single crochet. Now we're going to do the next one. Put your hook in that, the 2 of the next stitch and the complete next stitch at the back. Pull it through and single crochet. This makes a nice solid top to your cat hat so that when you pinch your ears, they actually hold their shape. Okay. And you can just pinch it like this and hold it so that you know you've got them side by side. They're like little soldiers standing in a row. There we go. Front and back. Front and back. All the way to the end. And I'll meet you at the end. So here we are at the end. This is our last stitch there. Go through there. And we're going to cut that off. Pull it through. And then we will fasten off that end. Weave it in. Tend to weave it back down this where I did the single crochet. That seems to be the least obvious place where it can be seen. It gets sort of really disguised in there. And it gives some added strength to the point of your ear. And this one. We'll do this one and then we're done. How easy is that? These are great for children too. You can make Cute little brown ones. All kinds of colors. Doing this has reminded me I made a really cute little bear hat for my friend's baby in England. I should maybe start showing you some of those little cute hats. So many ideas, so little time. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. It's just made your hat into a rectangle. Okay, the opening there. And a nice rectangle. I'm going to put it up. So there we go. It's a hat, a cat hat. So cute and keep you nice and warm as well. So I hope you enjoy your cat hats. If you want to share your pictures, go over to my Instagram. When you're on Instagram, maybe tag Caraway Crochet. Or if you want to go into my community chat, I might put a picture of my finished hat and you can maybe add some pictures. I don't know if you're allowed to do that in there yet. I'm just getting used to the community little button on the top of my channel. But I hope you enjoy your cat hat. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you like what I do. Pam Carr, Caraway Crochet. Click on the little bell and you'll get notifications because I'm starting to do some lives as well now. Okay, take care.